Peace, family. It's day 19. We are starting the day off on a high note. You know, Sunday, gotta go get that spiritual fuel, right? That boost to be able to get us through to the next day and get our minds right. You know, in today's world, there's so much going on that you got to have something that balance out all the negativity with something positive, and most importantly, something of a high frequency, like spiritual inspiration, knowledge, wisdom, gaining a higher understanding on the why, right? Because a lot of times things are happening in your day-to-day, and you see so much happening around the world, and you want to know why. And a lot of the why has to do with a spiritual connection, right? Understanding why things are the way they are, or being allowed to happen the way that they're happening, gives you a little bit more context as to being able to understand why it has to happen in order to achieve a higher purpose or a higher outcome, right? Or a better outcome long term. So that's what Sundays for me is, you know, being able to go get that spiritual food that is needed. You know, we have physical food, which is good for our bodies, but we definitely need spiritual food, which is good for our minds, good for our conduct, our character, our way of life, right? Just get that balance. Like I said, so much goes on around every day, so much goes on around the world that you need that counterweight that is going to help you balance it out, so that you don't believe that what you see is going to always be to what it is, that God is in motion. God is making things happen and allowing things to happen to achieve a greater purpose that is going to help us get to our ultimate goal, which is to be able to be perfected, right? Like everything that we go through, the trials and the tribulations that we go through, are not to punish us, but they're to purify us and bring out of us that which God can't use. And then from a greater standpoint, from like a zoomed out standpoint, a lot of things have to happen around the world to expose what needs to be changed in the people, right? So when we see so much negative happening, it's because the negative is in the people, and the conditions are in place in order to bring them out so that they can be corrected, so they can be seen, so then they can be corrected, and then ultimately to display that God is God and that the devil is the devil, right? The devil is a deceiver, so sometimes he poses as an angel of light, but until it's exposed through conditions that he's not, that's how we find out who God really is. So tap in, family. It's Sunday. I hope you're doing something to be able to upbuild you spiritually, positively, getting some form of inspiration to be able to get through the day, balance your life. But yeah, it's day 19. Get this word. Then we're going to get in the gym for a little bit. It's going to be a relatively light day. Might be majority cardio today. Give the body, give the weights a little break, but still gonna hit some of them, but give it a little break in order to balance it out. Do more cardio today. But yeah, you know, let's tap in. You know, we'll name this vlog later. I appreciate the support thus far. Definitely keep liking, keep commenting, keep sharing, keep subscribing, hit that notification bell so you know when we drop these episodes. You know, we're getting through this first month, right, of this 90-day challenge. We may go into, like, when we get into the second month, we may start doing like weekly vlogs. I'm not sure. But I want to complete this first set. This first month is 1/3 daily, you know, because it's helping me build habits. It's helping me get back into making content that I hope is inspiring and impactful. But it's in a way that is digestible and relatable as well, because, you know, I'm doing this with very minimal equipment, just using my phone, you know, and then doing a little bit of editing on the app and just putting it out, you know, and just putting in those reps, you know, and this is going to continue to get better and better over time. I appreciate you all, you know, being with me at this beginning of it, because once it does get to its final stage, you can say that, you know, I remember when he was just shooting it on his phone and doing this, doing that. So it's a journey, you know, and I appreciate you all walking this journey with me. It's been beautiful. It's been really teaching me a lot about myself. It's really helping me sharpen some of my skills and be more cognizant of what's going on around me, and being able to find certain shots and remembering to update. And it just keeps me on point. Like I said, that's the whole thing when I started this, was that the reason that I wanted to document this on a daily basis is to hold myself accountable. And it's definitely doing that. because I know I want to deliver a certain message. I want to be able to, not just from a verbal standpoint, but physically, as far as the actions are concerned, I wanted to make sure that I was displaying a certain message in my actions. So I hope I'm doing that. We're going to keep working on it every day. 1% better every day is the goal. We're not looking to be perfect every day, but we are looking to make progress every day. So yeah, let's tap in. Day 19. We'll name this vlog later. I'll check in with y'all later. Peace. Peace, family. On the way to the gym. I'll try to get in here, get a decent light workout in. Probably mostly just be cardio today. Legs are sore today, so we're not gonna do a heavy lifting weight day. As far as the legs concerned, might do a little bit of light weights as far as arms is concerned. It's starting to rain. But these are the type of elements that come up when you're trying to hit a goal, right? And we can't allow those type of excuses become reasons for not doing what we say we're going to do. We got to make our word bond regardless. So we're going to overcome that obstacle. We heading to the gym, get a good set in, a good session in, and we're going to call it a day. Today has been another beautiful and successful day. Thank you all again. I can't stop thanking. I'm grateful for, all of the support, those watching, those sharing, those liking, those commenting. I appreciate you all. This is something that is new for me as far as capturing and documenting things, especially sharing with you all the journey in this format. Like, I've done a lot of dialogue in the past, podcasting and whatnot, but this is a little bit different, really bringing you, into something that's more personal with me, as far as my day-to-day, and just, growing in front of you in real time, So I appreciate you all sticking through it, as this continues to grow and develop and become better. I appreciate all of you all that are here at the beginning. But let's tap in. It's day 19, headed to the gym, gonna lock in. I'm gonna check in with y'all after the gym, and then we're gonna figure out some food. We're just gonna lock in for the evening. I appreciate you all. As always, we'll name this vlog later. We making our way. We almost, through the first 30 days of this 90-day challenge. A lot of progress, down about 15 pounds or so. That may fluctuate. We'll see. I haven't weighed in today yet. I'll weigh in before I eat. Check to see where we at. But yeah, we're making progress. The goal originally was 25 pounds down by the end of the year. So far, we are definitely way ahead of schedule. So we're just gonna keep striving, keep doing the right things, and we'll see what we get to in 90 days. You never know what can take place. I will say that so far, I'm starting to see the results, right? I'm starting to see the change in my body. Not where I want to be yet, but of course I'm understanding that this is the long game. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And then the ultimate challenge would be, once I do get to the physical aesthetic, when I get to the numbers and everything looking and feeling the way it's supposed to feel, the next challenge, of course, will be maintaining it. So that sometimes can be the hardest part. But I have not been in a space like I'm in right now when it comes to health and fitness, as far as how intentional and how focused I am to do the right thing. So I definitely don't have any feelings of it's not going to happen, it's not going to work out, it's not going to be what I think it's going to be. I have the utmost confidence in myself that that will not be impossible. I will be able to get to the goal, stay at the goal, maintain it, and just push through, you know. So day 19, we'll name this vlog later. I'll check in with y'all later. Peace. Peace, family. Day 19, another workout completed. Today was light. We did a little over an hour on the bike for our cardio today. 13 and a half miles, a little over 13 and a half miles on the bike. That's my first time actually working on a bike. I haven't done stationary bike really ever when it comes to working out. So that was good. It was, you know, a different way of doing the cardio. And definitely as far as the bike is concerned, doing 13 and a half miles, that's big. So we're going to be incorporating that in the workout. Definitely on like the active recovery days or the cardio heavy days, we're going to add the bike into it as well. So that's what this is all about, is really structuring and building a regimen that is going to help me stay consistent, not get bored with the training, not get bored with the workout sessions, and being able to do what needs to be done on a regular basis. So day 19, about to head home, get showered up, get my evening going. Still need to eat dinner, get all that done. But yeah, you know, one thing I am very proud of myself is that I'm sticking to this 1 meal a day. I'm seeing the benefits of it, definitely with 1 meal a day, but eating it very clean and eating with no meat has been very beneficial to me as far as my recovery, as far as my sleep, as far as my energy level, my mental alertness, and being able to really think quickly and being able to make clear decisions. Not being on the meat, I definitely am seeing a big difference, and then not eating so much is definitely showing a good difference as well, because I don't feel so sluggish every day. I sleep well. I'm able to get to sleep quicker. So a lot of benefits in it. I would encourage any one of us that is striving to change the way we eat, strive incorporating how to eat to live, and being able to eat 1 meal a day, eating a clean diet, and just reducing what we eat. But then what we do eat, we put in that is actually nutritious, which is actually beneficial in our diets as well. But yeah, it's beautiful. Day 19, we'll name this vlog later. I appreciate y'all as always. Like, comment, subscribe, share this out. We'll tap in with y'all tomorrow. We'll name this vlog later. Peace, family.